This week on the No More Late Fees podcast, we are joined by Alexa, one half of the podcast Tickets Please. Welcome, Alexa.
Welcome.
Hi, guys.
We're so excited to have you on. Even if it's just one half of the dynamic duo, we are just so excited. Your co-host is Catherine, correct?
Yep.
I don't know what I found out about your podcast on Instagram through another podcast, and now I feel really bad because I can't remember the other podcast off the top of my head. But I just saw your content. I listened to your episodes, and I'm just like, it's just easy listens, which I hate to say it, not all podcasts are, for me at least. Like, it's weird we have a podcast, but I'm not like, I'm admitting something. I'm not a real podcast girly. I have gotten into it way more since we started the podcast, but it just sounds like I'm listening to friends and you guys are having a good time and you cover fun movies, nostalgic movies. How did you guys get into starting the podcast in the first place?
So Catherine and I, it's not totally evident in every episode because sometimes we mention it and sometimes we don't. We're actually cousins.
Oh,
And
wow.
but we are people that found friendship in each other later in life. Like, we only became like really close because we have a pretty big age difference. She's about 10 years or 9 or 10 years older than me. So most of my life, she was just like my cool older cousin that I didn't really connect with on like a personal level. But a couple of years ago, just right before the pandemic, we started talking nearly every day. And we found that we watch almost all the same shows and movies. And we had so much to talk about when it came to that area that everybody was starting podcasts during COVID, and we were like, why don't we give it a shot? And we found that we actually had a real knack for it, if I say so myself. And we have a lot of fun doing it because we try and treat it just like we called each other on the phone, because that's what it started as. Is I would call her and we would be on the phone for 4 hours talking about all the things we'd watched that week or movies we had seen years ago and wanted to rewatch, and we would give each other recommendations. And we started giving each other lists of movies that we had never seen that the other really loved. And that's kind of what naturally gave into our podcast. And that's why if you look at our schedule, it's not totally cohesive, which we kind of like. We give ourselves the freedom to kind of watch whatever it is that we come up with.
I love it. I mean, it's fun. You guys, and the fact that your cousins explains the kind of secondhand, it just feels like a natural rhythm, even though, like you said, you're just rediscovering your relationship at a different age, which I think is great. You know, like all relationships, you have evolutions, right? You know, Jackie and I have been friends for a really long time, but doing the podcast, you know, we're learning still every day. We learn something new about each other.
Well, and prior to the podcast, we really didn't talk on the phone that often, like maybe 4 times a year or so. It's because I prefer to text and Danielle prefers to talk on the phone.
I'm a phone girl.
It just takes so long to text.
It's so much faster.
It does.
Me and Catherine send each other voice memos. I don't know if you've gotten into that, but we will send minutes long voice notes, and that will suffice as a phone call if we don't have time for a full.
We do voice notes sometimes, but Jackie's never really on Instagram. I guess we could do it in text. I never really thought about it. So, but now we talk at least an hour. No, more than an hour a week when we're recording.
And it's I get the occasional K if I text her.
I'm really trying. the most, like, I think TikTok has done wonders with my texting, because I will at least send her a TikTok link at least once a day.
Yeah, that has become a new form of communication, TikToks.
So what has been your favorite movie so far that you guys have covered?
Man. So I had never, this is throwing it back to a couple, like probably a year or two ago. We did the Before Sunrise trilogy. I had never seen any of them. And I watched all 3 for the very first time in a weekend. And I was captivated. And our episode on all we somehow tackled all three in one, which was probably something we'll revisit on an individual level, because there's so much to talk about. And it was one of my favorite discussions because there was just so much there.
That's a really good series. I haven't, I can't remember. I know I didn't see the most recent one, but, and I feel like I saw the second one, but I think two of them are in our time frame. So we have a time frame of 95 to 2005, because you guys are brave. Like, to have an open season for all movies, I don't know how we would contain that. I would probably try to do the Mighty Ducks movies like every month. So one of the other things that I think, you know, besides just the podcast, you guys do really great work on TikTok with your videos and clips from your episodes. They're just so funny, and like, you just get the perfect clips, and then you do screen grabs of the movies that you're talking about, their TV shows, and you do TV shows as well too. Like, yeah. That's a lot.
And that's all. We have to credit Catherine with all of that. So I edit the episodes, and then she is our social media TikTok maker, and she has really, really come into her own doing that, because the latest ones she's been posting have been excellent. They're really a lot of fun. I watch them myself. Like, sometimes she doesn't send them to me before she posts them, and then I get to see them, and it's like I'm seeing something for the first time. I'm like, wow, what an interesting TikTok this is. And I'm like, oh, it's ours.
Yeah, that's in very similar parallels. Jackie does our editing, and I do all of our social. Don't ask me how to edit a video. Don't
ask me how to make a TikTok, because I wouldn't know what to even do.
I got COVID, and Danielle like outsourced immediately. She was like, who can I contact to edit this episode? And then she's like, I didn't know where stuff lived. And I'm very organized in our Google Drive. And she's like, thank God for that. Because you go into her Canva and nothing is labeled.
I know what it is. I've tried to do better though. Like, I did, like, if I ever drop dead, because that's the only real reason I wouldn't do the social, or like seriously sick, there is a folder in Canva called social media you can use. So I've made posts. Now, captions, that's gonna be on you, bae.
I'm glad AI is starting to be a thing, so it can be like, help me.
There you go. In the style of no more late fees, please post.
Right. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of work. So how long have you guys been doing your podcast for?
We're in our third year. This November will be three years.
Okay. Yeah. Us too.
Oh,
look at that. We're twinning. We're not doing the Parent Trap, but we're twinning.
We are.
So we have a game for you. This is a brand new game.
Ooh,
we haven't played it before. I don't know how Jackie's going to make this work on video.
Oh, there we go. Never presented it in Canva before. There we go.
Awesome. Yeah. So our game is emoji titles. Is that what I called it, Jackie?
I can't exit out. So.
Oh, right. Yes, emoji titles. If it wasn't that, that's what it is now. So with the emoji titles, we're going to show you emojis, and you have to guess the title of the movie. Now, the good thing is we didn't just pick these movies willy-nilly. We are sticking with themes since you are joining us for Freaky Friday this week. These are all body swap movies from the mid-90s to early 2000s.
Okay.
So let's see how well you know your body swap movies.
Okay.
For listeners who aren't seeing this on screen, the first emoji set is fire and a bird thing.
Okay. I mean, my first thought was hot chick, but that doesn't sound like the title of a movie. That doesn't sound familiar to me.
It is.
It is? Oh, wow. I've never heard of that movie. Sorry to anybody a fan of that.
The Hot Chick with Rob Schneider and Rachel McAdams. Definitely should add it to your watch list. It's something.
Yeah. Rob
It
Schneider
has
and
it
Rachel.
has
Rob Schneider and Rachel McAdams is quite a combo. So
And
that's...
Anna Faris.
and Anna Faris. Oh my God, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, the trifecta.
Yeah.
Right?
It's not a bad movie. It's actually, it has its
Cool.
moments.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, here's our next one.
Ooh, this might be a little hard. Now, did you watch movies on Disney Channel, DCOM?
Yes.
So this is not an official DCOM, but it definitely was on Disney Channel on rotation, and it's one of the earlier movies that it played on the Disney Channel.
So it looks like a...
And for the listeners, it's like an older sister, younger sister, and then like a star
Shooting
with a
star.
tail, and then the reverse symbol.
I'll give you another hint.
Okay.
The movie stars Danielle Harris and Katherine Heigl.
Oh my gosh. That's wow, that's like a really old one. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna think of the title. I can't think of what the title is. I can picture the movie, but I can't think of what it's called.
No worries. The movie title is Wish Upon a Star.
Oh, right. Okay. Wait, so what's the first Wish Upon a Star? Oh, it's just like to do with the movie?
Yeah, it's the two sisters.
Okay, got it.
Oof.
Wow.
For the listeners, it's the emoji that's like, oh, and then the emoji that's just eyeballs and no mouth, and then the reverse symbol.
Now, this movie is more of like an action thriller kind of vibes.
Oh, is it Face Off?
You got it.
Wow.
Excellent job.
Thanks.
Here's our next one.
Oh boy.
So there is a picture of a shooting star and then two shining stars and then another picture of a shooting star.
Oh boy. I say this because
What's going on?
I don't know if I remember which one this is.
When I clicked on them earlier, it gave me the answer.
Oh no. I messed up.
Of course you did.
Where I was going with my train of thought is something to do with like stars swapping places or like celebrities or something, but I can't think of a movie that fits the description.
So this is Wish Upon a Star.
Oh.
The other one was Freaky Friday.
Oh, okay.
I was like, how did it? Okay, so I did put this into ChatGPT to pull out, and they did a great job. But I was like, how did they know Wish Upon a Star had two sisters, but it was a mom and a daughter?
Now that makes more sense.
My bad.
It's okay.
GPT is still a learning curve for us.
It's just me in my memory, honestly. I can't blame the AI. So
And
what's the
then
next one?
The next one is a man, a woman, a reverse symbol, and a boom.
I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
This movie took place in, I want to say 2006, and it's about two neighbors. One is a jock, one is quite studious, and they do not get along with each other.
Wow, I need to brush up on my body swap movies, I guess. I don't know that even sounds familiar as a plot.
All right, I'm not going to make you suffer. Jackie, do you have an idea what it is?
I have no idea. All I can think of is 17 again, and that's not in our time frame.
Well, this movie, I think it's kind of like under the radar. Some people really just know what it is and some don't. It's called A Boy-Girl Thing. It actually has the girl who plays Anna on the OC is in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's actually pretty cute. If you guys haven't seen it, it's a fun watch.
I have to figure out.
All right, so a whopping 1 I got right.
Well,
Well, Danielle messed up.
I messed up. So
It's okay. I wouldn't have gotten it either way.
That game's a work in progress. Thank you for being our guinea pig.
Oh, that's okay.
I mean, the game. It's
I mean,
not
I love the game. It's a fun game. I apparently just don't know very much about body swap movies. I have a very specialized skill of my body swap, just specialized to Freaky Friday.
Yes.
So I think I have a question.
Okay.
So one of the things that I get really stuck on is the fact that 13 Going on 30 is not a body swap movie, or a like 17 Again, where it's just like a regression where he turns back. I think it's a time travel movie. So my question is, if you had a choice, you were starring in your own movie, would you want to be in a body swap movie, a time travel movie, or what's the other, or like you regress, like you were 30 and now you're 15, or now you're 15 and you age up? Either way. Maybe it's an age swap.
I think I gotta go with body swap, because then at least I have the benefit of knowing what's going on now, like in time. But if I have to go back or forward, that's a lot to catch up on, like to figure out what's going on. So I think because like in Freaky Friday, they figure it out pretty quick what's going on, and then they get a big handle on it. So I think that I would fare best in a body swap where I at least know what's going on in the current time period.
Jackie?
I think it would be fun to regress back to like high school. I know you don't share similar opinions, but I didn't mind high school. It would be really hard to be like, oh, let me look that up on my phone.
Well, like, are you going to time travel back to high school, or are you going to regress to the age that you were in high school, but you're still in present time?
Right, because is it going to be like Big, where
No,
he wakes up the next day and he's an adult, or it's a 13 Going on 30 where she goes forward in time to 30 years old?
Right. So you want to time travel like
down.
Peggy Sue got married.
Yeah. And then maybe I'll use my new knowledge to my advantage.
I would agree. I definitely would time travel, and it would be so much fun to just cause so much chaos and be like
Hot Tub Time Machine, like just
yeah,
where he creates Lugal. He's a multimillionaire.
100%. That would be so much fun. Well, we do this game. Jackie and I used to work at Blockbuster, and we have like employee picks when we work there. So your favorite movies you'd get to recommend. So we're going to ask you to pick 3 movies from 1995 to 2005 that if you were an honorary employee of Blockbuster, you would recommend.
Shoot. 1995 to 2005.
And if you're not sure, just throw a movie out. We'll tell you.
Okay.
We seem to be very knowledgeable of random dates of movies.
Okay. I think I'll go Twister as my first pick.
Ooh.
The second, Lord of the Rings, as my second pick.
Okay.
And I need a comedy. I'll go with shoot, hang on. Let me look at my letterbox really quick. It's too early. Meet the Parents.
Ooh, okay. That's a good one.
Love it.
Twister, Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, and Meet the Parents. That's a quality list.
Yes.
And I think I want to say I don't think anyone's picked this group of three. Maybe Lord of the Rings, but I don't think the Two
we
Towers.
haven't had a Two Towers.
Oh.
Yeah, I think these are all new suggestions.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
So why don't you tell everybody where they can find you and listen to your podcast?
So our podcast is Tickets Please, and you can find it wherever you find your podcast. If you're listening to this, you already know where podcasts are. And we are Tickets Please Pod on Instagram and on TikTok.
Awesome. And don't forget to check us out at No More Late Fees on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and now Threads. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about it.
We're on that too.
Still figuring it out. It's not hard. It's just like I'm bored.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bored.
Yeah, and it's hard when everybody hasn't made the full migration because like Twitter's still there. So it's kind of like, are we using both? Are we abandoning Twitter? What's going on?
I hate to say it, and I can't even look anyone in the eyes when I say it, but Twitter's my bitch. I can't leave her.
I love Twitter. You're not alone. Twitter was always my favorite social media before TikTok came along.
That's how I started like my career and everything was on Twitter. It's messy. It's messy,
and
but
it's funny. It's funny.
So
People
funny.
bring out the funniest shit on Twitter.
It's great. It's so good. I don't know. Right now, this damn Threads doesn't even have a search capability, so I'm only seeing like the people that we follow or whatever, and it's just like, yeah, but like, can I talk about Korean dramas or what? Who's talking about that? You know?
Maybe if you tweet or thread hem, whatever we're calling it.
Great.
I don't know what I mean, I'm just, once Twitter eventually probably subsides, I'm gonna really miss my twattis at the Twitters. And I just hope I can find something as funny for Threads.
Still say twattis at the Threads.
Oh yes. Anytime I can throw the word twat in, it's a good day.
Oh my God, my godmother was like, you guys are just so funny. You're just so funny. I don't know. I just saw something you posted and I said, oh, the twat thing. She's like, you guys like to say twat a lot, but it's so funny.
Thanks, Aunt Palma.
My mom's like, I don't know what's going on. Anywho, make sure you stay tuned for our Freaky Friday episode with Alexa later this week.
And as always, be kind and rewind.